We need to talk about Roblox's double standards.
I've been on this platform for around 10 years of my life. A lot has changed, from the items on the marketplace to the variety of games on the front page. There's always been strange double standards for what's acceptable content on the Roblox platform. For example, Roblox's community standards say that online dating is strictly prohibited. This has been the case since as long as I could remember. And yet, many games past and present have centered around the concept of meeting and dating people. Sometimes it's harmless and it's contained within a fictional reality, but sometimes these experiences attract people who want to form outside relationships. In fact, I think this happens quite a lot nowadays, which is why I think David said what he said about that 5-year prediction.
Now, there's a lot of caveats here, so let's not go crazy. But we do believe there's an enormous population where traditional ways of meeting are scary, awkward, and ultimately we think 3D simulated meeting, I'm not going to use the D word, but subsequently real-life relationships is going to happen, okay? And we're going to build a platform to support that.
Despite the fact I know this has been going on for at least 10 years, the Roblox community standards for romantic and content seems to be extremely outdated, especially considering the number of times Roblox has promoted different rappers and singers. You know, the ones that yap about this kind of stuff all the time, especially Ice Spice. I mean, I do consider myself a munch, but I don't think her music is particularly aligned with the target audience that Roblox caters to. And I also don't think it abides by the community standards.
She a baddie, she show her panty. She shake it like jelly.
But why should I care about that? Why should you care about these double standards? It's not like Ice Spice's music is endangering anyone, and meeting online friends in games with voice chat and developing online relationships isn't exactly an uncommon occurrence in other games. So why is it a problem on Roblox? The audience. Remember how I mentioned the target audience that Roblox caters to? Well, according to this report by What's the Big Data in April of 2024, Roblox has approximately 70 million daily active users worldwide. I know, right? That's a ton of people. But of those 70 million, how many do you think are under 18? A quick Google search will tell you that 60% of users are under 16 and 42.3% are under 13. If we do the math, that's 42 million users under 16 and 29 million under 13 that are being advertised Munchland with the intention of redirecting players to Ice Spice's music. Munchland was labeled for all ages, and correct me if I'm mistaken, but I don't think her music is really intended for all ages.
You thought I was feeling you?
So whatever the amount of visits Munchland has once this video goes up, you can multiply that by 42.3% and you'll get a rough statistic on the number of kids that play that game. Once again, I don't think Ice Spice's music is corrupting the innocent minds of little kids, turning them into twerk goblins or something. But my issue is the clear bias that Roblox has towards its developers, experiences, and brand partners that make them a ton of money. It seems that Roblox is willing to ignore its own community standards and what the players really want repeatedly, as long as it makes their profits fatter and their shareholders happy. At least, that's what it looks like on the surface. I think what's really going on is that Roblox wants to expand the platform and grow its player base beyond the age range it currently has. That metaverse label was seemingly something they chucked out the window a long time ago. I mean, they got a lot of bad PR. But now it looks like they might want to create a platform for all ages, young and old, with a wide range of different kinds of experiences catered to preferred styles of gameplay, which kind of sounds like a metaverse to me, but the attempt is pretty half-assed in my opinion. They want to bring in older players, sure, but we don't want to be held constantly under a microscope while we're playing every game, trying to enjoy ourselves. Which brings me to moderation. The voice chat update was a major win for Roblox and a huge step towards aging up the platform, but I think a lot of people have now noticed the ongoing issues with moderation. Sometimes when I'm playing games in voice chat, I might accidentally say a no word. Nothing that could get me cancelled, okay? Just swear words. No slurs. We don't do that. This happens a couple of times and voice chat suspended. An authentic conversation between two young adults is bound to have some profanity. It can be really difficult to constantly censor what you have to say, especially in a competitive or scary game, which seem to be the most popular games on Roblox right now. These strict community standards for voice chat hinders its potential. I know there's 17+ games that allow swearing and drinking and all that kind of fun stuff, but most of the time they're only hangout games and there's very few good ones at that. And I don't always want to be playing those kinds of games.
Why can't we get a realistic 17+ driving game? Something with racing, where you can swear at the other drivers and throw them off their game.
Yeah, you're cooked, brother.
I mean, drinking's a massive part of Aussie culture, and I truly love it dearly, but Sometimes I just want to quit yapping and get behind the wheel, you know? But devs on Roblox normally try to lower the age restrictions to get as many players in their experience as they can, which often mixes a range of users from different age groups. And different age groups will interact with the game and other players in different ways.
Playing songs that are clean.
Whiplash by Two Hollis. This is my jam. Oh yeah, party.
Play gangster rap.
Excuse me, I was listening to...
You just search up gangster rap.
Can you be my friend? Can you be my friend? Of course, yes, let's be friends.
Can you be my friend? Can you be my friend? Can you be my friend?
What are you guys doing?
What the?
I go get help.
The what?
What is he shut up? We're like...
Can you be my friend?
Shut up.
It's not just voice chat moderation though. Marketplace moderation is also pretty broken right now. Imagine this scenario. You spend hours in Photoshop making a silly shirt to upload that says something a little bit edgy or a little freaky on it. You expect to have a laugh, show your friends in game, then account deactivated for 3 days. Wicked. Now this wouldn't have been an issue 4 years ago when the rules were pretty strict and clear. And I normally wouldn't have an issue with this kind of punishment because something like this could breach the community standards. But Roblox promotes content that breaks its own community standards, so why are they so strict for us? Bullshit. Roblox has ruined my brand because of these stupid double standards. I'll explain a little bit more about that later. But my point is, Roblox wants to have their cake and eat it too. They still want to be a fun, safe platform for kids while also being a place for the cool teens to hang out and gamble on RNG titles. Problem is, those two types of players can't be separate with how the platform is designed.
There's a lot of kids with gambling addictions in RNG games.
Roblox. You wanted to bring back the good old days and nostalgia bait all the older players with the classic event. You had the right idea. The concept was really cool. The lobby looked incredible. And there were a few games involved that did a decent job at conveying the classic Roblox feel. But I just can't wrap my head around why you added toilet tower defense.
You suck!
It wasn't just them though. Most games seemed like they just directly intended to waste as much of your time as possible. Some games were just way too difficult and required literal tutorials for me and my friends to complete. Other games just put in the bare minimum of effort and just opted to make you play, or should I say wait, a really long time. I mean, who do you think you're trying to appeal to here? The kids don't have the attention span to figure this stuff out, and most older players aren't gonna waste hours of their life door dashing on Livetopia. Not to mention there's only a 5-day window to get all of it done. That's not even possible, bro. Like, what the fuck? I mean, seriously. I wasted 3 days of my life trying to get that admin cake hat. Never got it. They were 1,000 player queues, dude. I should not have the time for that, but I still sat and waited in those 20 to 30 minute queues every time. Never got to the front of the queue. Anyway, sorry. The target demographic for the classic was an absolute mess. There were some exceptions where all ages of players could enjoy the game that they're playing, but most of the time there are just some games that are meant for older players. I hate this game! And there are some that are just made for kids. Games like Adopt Me, Livetopia, Toilet Tower Defense are just a few of the games not catered to older players. But to collect all the tokens in the classic event, you had to play a stupid amount of time in each of these games, no matter how much you dislike the gameplay. Overall, the reason why I'm bringing up the classic event is because it showed us all one big thing, something that's been reiterated time and time again. Roblox doesn't seem to understand its core community. And much like they don't understand its core community, they don't know how to enforce their outdated community standards equally, especially when it comes to moderation. I'll spare you the rant about the disgusting gooners on the platform. I feel like that's been touched on enough by lots of other YouTubers, but I do want to emphasize the unfairness or lack of punishment against people who clearly deserve it, and the harsh punishment of those who just want to have a laugh. There's people that upload silly stuff like this or that, and then there's people that continuously break the rules over and over again to upload content that just shouldn't exist on Roblox in the first place. Whether it be rip-offs of expensive limiteds or inappropriate content that clearly crosses the line of what's acceptable. It's clear that there's some double standards going on in Roblox's moderation, and it needs to change. Remember how I said Roblox ruined my brand? Well, the stupid looking baby avatar that I've been using in these past few videos has been absolutely annihilated by the Roblox moderation system. The Roblox content moderation gods have stricken me down. It's over, fellas. I'm cooked. They killed Greg. That stupid stained diaper that I was using was removed for content. I find it hard to understand why a stained diaper is too inappropriate when we have sus Nico girl games and furry hangouts. And even games literally about shitting. Not to mention all the stuff on the marketplace that allows you to dress in a similar way. Now, some of you would argue that there's nothing about furries or Nico sus girl games. But then I would say to you, how is a stained diaper sexual, huh? I think you're the problem. If anything, most normal people find it to be grotesque. But those with refined tastes like myself find it to be mildly comical.
Stop!
I'm not a baby. I'm 20 years old. You're a bully. You know that?
So hard, you became a musician.
Hit me again, see what happens. Alright, son man. We're gonna have a serious talk after this.
Wait, so how come you're 20 years old yet still wearing diapers?
My friends say it's normal. I don't know what the issue is.
Hey,
like,
man,
you're friends with a guy that dresses as a son.
You're a baby and you're 20 years old. Who are you to judge?
I'm not a baby, bro. I'm just balding.
I understand there's probably a minority of people that have a kink or something, but again, you could say the same thing about a lot of games on Roblox that remain still untouched by the Roblox moderation gods.
I have to pay Robux for my virtual Nico girlfriend.
It's unfortunate, but it seems we might have to face the cold reality of the situation. I think a memorial is necessary. Without his diaper, he could no longer bear the truth of the metaverse. Like the stain on his crack, he left a stain on our hearts. Rest in peace, Gregory. Anyway, to sum things up, I still think Roblox is in a pretty good place right now. I mean, they brought events back, something the community has wanted and begged for years. So I think they're moving in the right direction. But to really reach the full potential of the platform, they need to get the community standards down pat and enforce them equally across the platform. Because right now, man, like, I'm annoyed. Sort your shit out, Roblox. Later, bros.